cold wasteland of Great Britain. So instead of visiting us, on a sad note, we just lost Minerva's sister, my sister-in-law. We funeralized her yesterday. But we're looking for the great getting up morning, where there'll be no more pain, no more tears, no more suffering, no more sorrow, but just eternal joy throughout eternity. Nobody's going to get old. Going to be no gnats, no flies, no mosquitoes, no aging. Just blissful thing. I want to reflect on this now. But I want to focus on the theme today, this morning, for the next 30 minutes. The most important theme that embraces the last days event. There has to be a single most important thing that we must deliberate on as we are in these last days. Everybody in here looking around you know that we are on the threshold of eternity, right? You can sense it. Something is up. Something is in the midst. Everything is in agitation. And we must be aware of the fact that the warfare cannot be between flesh and blood, right? We don't even see who the enemy is. We got such a formidable foe that is in front of us, and we're blind to it. What's up with that? Oh, he wears a goatee, and he has a red jumpsuit, and there's a pointed tail and a pitchfork, and everybody paints that fictitious character like that, and it's far from the truth. How can you have an enemy on a battlefield and not even see who it is? We war against flesh and blood. We war against ideologies. Conservative versus liberal. Democrat versus, what's the other guy? Republican. Muslim versus, the Jew. The Protestant versus the Catholic. What's up with all of this? Blacks against the whites. So much fodder for the devil. If it makes a difference to you, then the devil says, I'm going to use it. I don't care, he says, what I use to get you lost, just long as I fulfill the objective of getting you lost. Don't fall into that snare. Folks, we're going to focus on the most important thing. I'm going to sing 3 songs off the bat, embracing that theme and this final aftermath. Just in case y'all ain't able to get back here at 4:30. I'm going to do some singing now. So that's my element, music. Preaching isn't, but I love talking about Jesus. So Don, go ahead and run that first. The theme is Jesus, by the way. I want you to be cognizant of Matthew 24, verses 12 to 14. And we'll talk about that. Just look at it as we sing this song. Bring that up. Only Jesus. Only He can redemption full and free. There's a yearning in all our lives that only Jesus can satisfy. Calvary's love will sail forever, bright and shining, strong and free, like an ark of peace and safety on the sea of human need. Through across their soul. It can heal the spirit that life has crushed, cast aside and redeem till heaven's promise fills with joy. Once empty-eyed, so desire to tell the story of a love that loved enough to die, burns away all of the passions and fed by Calvary's love becomes a fire. Calvary's love, priceless gift. Christ makes us worthy of the deepest sin can't rise on. Calvary's love has never faltered. All its wonders still remain. Souls still take eternal passage with their sins atoned and heaven gained. Sins atoned, heaven gained. Heaven gained. Heaven's sins atoned and the heaven gained.
Amen.
Heaven is gained. There's a city called heaven and is waiting just for you, just for me. There's a city called heaven across a beautiful sea. There's a city called heaven My spirit sinks so low. There's a sea called heaven across a beautiful sea. There's a city called heaven, and it's waiting just for you. In Isaiah 62 verse 4, God is speaking to a lady named Hephzibah. Hold on for a second there, Don. Hephzibah. And you don't have to wait long until the Bible defines what Hephzibah is. Isaiah 62, around verse 4. Anybody found that? What is Hephzibah? Read a little further to tell you what it is. Because you are my delight. So Hephzibah is my delight, right? And your land is Beulah. Why? And it tells you what Beulah is after that. Because, what is it?
Married.
Because I'm married to you, right? So, Hephzibah, God said, you're my delight. And because I delight in you, I'm going to marry you and take you to, we talked about it, Deborah, I'm going to take you to that sea of glass on a cruise. Take you on a cruise. It's how long? How many days is that cruise? How many? Well, the initial one, now you're right, it's going to end in eternity. But it initiated with how many days? 7. Our 7-day cruise, right? 7 days ascending to the Sea of Glass. And port where? Port New Jerusalem. See, God said, you are Hephzibah. You're my delight. And I'm going to marry you. And I'm going to take you to Beulah land. I'm going to take you to Maris land. You see, God said, I really like y'all. I love you enough to love, that loved enough, the song said, to die. The love of God for us is very serious. There can be no greater theme than that in last days events. And if we would embrace that, it will propel you folks to stand. Because if you love the Lord, you will keep His commandments. Which the other fellow, old Slewfoot, is tempting you to do what? Defy. And you can't keep it unless you are powered by His Holy Spirit. And which is emblematic of your love towards Him. He gives the Holy Spirit to those who love Him. That's where the power is going to come from. Amen. Now let's sing about you. Y'all help me sing the refrain too, please. So we can get a glimpse. Let's send a signal back to God that, okay, you made the proposal on your knees, even on He made His proposal. You going to accept that? You should accept it on your knees. Because while He was proposing on His knees, we were killing it. Husband, you want to know how to treat your wife? Check out Jesus. I'll take the spit. I'll take your beating. I'll take your abuse. I'll take your manifold disgrace. I'll take your shame. Hebrews 12. For the joy. Finish it somewhere. For the joy that was set before him, he did what?
Endured the cross.
He endured the what? The cross and all of its shame and disgrace. We're talking about Jesus. That should be the theme of our lives.
Amen.
What is wrong with us when heaven is stooped so low to try to reach us? You ought to respond to that proposition by singing the refrain of this word, this song. So go ahead and Donald, run it. Let's see if we can get somebody to respond to Jesus. I'll sing a verse. Let me sing the verse here. Bring it up just a little bit. I'm kind of homesick for a country for which I have never been before. No sad goodbyes will there be spoken. Time won't matter anymore. I'm asking you to help me sing the song. You love. And someday on thee I'll stand. On thee I'll stand. They're my home. Let me harmonize with you. They're my home. Shall we turn? You he hears it. Well, I'm looking now across that river to where my faith will end inside and in just a few more days to labor, then we will our heavenly land. Help me sing this song, children. You love I am longing for you. Someday I'll stand. On thee I'll stand. They're my home. Shall we what? Eternal. You are Sweet Beulah land. Y'all want to go? Amen. Or y'all content with New Smyrna Beach? It ain't nothing but a counterfeit heaven. It's nice down here in New Smyrna Beach. You got the sun out. But it can't even remotely compare with the glories that's going to be revealed in us. For 2 Corinthians declare, your eyes ain't seen nothing yet. Your ears have not heard, nor thoughts have entered into your mind the things that God has prepared for those who love Him. It's a beautiful concept. God said, I'm getting ready to blow your mind. You think the world can show you something? You think you heard some music? You ain't heard nothing yet. You think you heard some thought-provoking, provocative thoughts? You ain't heard nothing. You can't even conceive of the things. Now, folks, let me tell you, this theme that is the most important as we face these last days events. Jesus says, when this gospel has gone to every nation, kindred, and tongue, then the end shall come, right? Now we got how many people on this planet? 7.5 billion people. That's a lot of people, but things are going out. The Adventist church alone has gone into about 216 of these 226 countries. And who knows, people are finding out through the internet and all kinds of ways in these countries that have, suppressed the gospel. Now listen. Revelation 13 verse 8 clearly says that there was a lamb slain from the foundation. What is the foundation of this earth? Anybody know what was the foundation of this earth? Where? Someone said, from where? What part of Earth's history during this 6,000 years? What was the foundation? Huh? Creation. Well, what was this lamb slain from the foundation? Will you please turn to Genesis 3 verses 15 and look at that? Somebody. And try to examine it. How much time we got here? And what time is it now? 10:12. Okay, well, we'll go about another 20 minutes and we'll be done. But we want to look at this, folks. We got to understand the most important theme, because it's the thing that has been given to us from the foundation. And he was slain. We said, well, I thought Jesus was killed around the year in 4000. But he said, I was slain from the foundation of the earth. God considers the things that are not as though they were when he speaks. Now we look at Genesis 3 verse 15. Let's see what they're talking about. 3:15 says what? Let me get this right quick. And I will put enmity between you and the woman. The woman in prophecy has always been what? A church. So I'm going to put, who is he talking to? I'm going to put enmity between you. Who is this V? Come on. It's Satan. I'm going to put enmity between you, Satan. And we don't even recognize who this guy is. This is pitiful. And he's the biggest adversary that we have in our existence down here. And we don't even see him. It's like being on the battlefield. I don't see my enemy. I don't see that big old tank pointing right at my head. Spiritually it's the same. But God said, I see you. I got my scope on you. I'm going to put enmity between you, Satan, and the woman and the church. Why? Why must God put enmity between us and the devil and his works? Why?
Because we don't see him.
We don't see him, and what else?
Our human nature would go that way.
We love it, don't we?
We don't have any natural defenses.
We don't have no natural defenses against something supernatural. Okay? And we love what we do. Our five senses don't hate sin. Did y'all realize that we don't hate sin?
Amen.
We love it. We love to see it. I'm going to enumerate now the sensual things that that tie us and endear us to this world. It looks good. We don't hate it when it looks good to us. And the devil makes sure it's looking good. So we can continue to look at it. Now we got 4 of them on our head. Look good. It sounds good, so just keep listening to it. God said, I'm going to have to put some enmity between that. And then we got this proboscis that I got up here. You can't miss it big enough because it smells good, right? It smells good. I won't keep on smelling it. God said, I'm going to have to put enmity between the devil's word because he's going to make it smell good. Oh, did you see how sweet she smells? And your